race fans, and welcome once again to the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge. Here we are, season 1 in the playoffs. This is the last race of the round of 16, race number 3 here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway, and they've already got qualifying going here, and we're just getting some little technical things rounded up here. As always, thank you for joining us here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I got my buddy in the booth here, JD. How you doing, JD?
Good. How are you tonight, Tony?
Oh, excellent, man. And like I said, they've already got qualifying going. So let's head on down to the track, and we'll go ahead and take a look at who's out there at the moment. And looks like we've got, who is on track? Is it Dakota? Dakota Moniz. He's out on track right now. And James Trammell, he's on the pole at the moment. Sean Huffstutler is second currently. It looks like Dakota, he's, let's show his lap times there. He's currently third with that 15.041. Looks like Austin Cook will be coming out next. And tonight, you notice, folks, now his name is not supposed to be yellow. And we're going to have to fix that. The drivers with the numbers with the white background are the drivers who are not in contention in the playoffs, and the drivers with yellow background are your playoff contenders. So we need to go and go ahead and follow the action there, JD, and I will go ahead and take care of this little situation here.
All right. Thanks, Tony. So you got Cook trying to qualify here. It looks like he's 0.3 off from the leader. You got the 21 car, Kyle Rochelle. About to get the green flag for qualifying here. For the qualifying. Well, touches the wall there just a little bit. He looks like he's about 4/10 off of the leader. For the qualifying, he's going to be in position 5. Let's see if he can hold that position.
All right. There's Max Foner. And stand by. You go ahead and follow him. I'm going to restart my software on my end. And you just take over your cameras there for a second, JD.
All right, no worries. So it's going to be, interesting to see what these guys are going to take. Are they going to take the high side, the low side? I know the low starts to open up, and once you start to get that rubber down, the low ends up being pretty decent. Getting close to that wall. And let's see his time.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why it's showing. Wow. I don't know why it's showing him as car number 1, and it shouldn't be doing that. And so.
Yeah, I've got car number 51 actually.
You do,
but
okay.
Yeah, the 51 car just got the pole position with a lap time of 14.739. So congrats to him. He did a really clean couple laps there. And now, Tony, do they do 1 lap qualifying or 2?
No, it's 2, just like you would in the real world. And they only have to complete 1 good lap, but if they touch the wall or go off the course, that negates that lap. But they do have 2 hot laps to work with if they're able to put awesome. 2 together.
Yeah, that's perfect. 51 car capitalizing on having a clean lap there. So it's going to be interesting. The 14 car coming in now. Let's see. And he takes a pole position with a 14.729. 0.009 seconds faster than Foner. Is it Foner?
It's Foner, yeah,
Tony?
Max Foner, yeah.
I apologize in advance. These names are something new to me. This is
Oh
my
yeah.
first time broadcasting this league here with Tony. So
And this is Aaron Crawlett, and poor Aaron, he had to listen to me mispronounce his name for a couple of races. I kept saying, I think Kralik or something like that, but
yeah,
he was kind enough to send me a message, and he wasn't upset about it. But
yeah.
but Aaron Crawlett there, and currently third fastest at the moment. Look, did he pick up that time? Let's see, looks like he's going to remain third. Let's see who else. Ryan Ferraro is coming out next. For another one of your playoff contenders. All of them are kind of taking that high line quite a bit, don't you think?
Yeah, most definitely. The high line's probably the easiest way, as you can see there. They'll take the high line, dip low out of the exit, and then do the repeat in the next. And I think that's going to be the fastest line potentially. But you can see that he's actually a little bit slower than the number 14 car.
I think he just completed his second lap. He did improve his time to fifth fastest there at 14.976. See, next up is Ryan Bird, the number 58 machine. Yeah, there's something weird going on with my end of the software tonight. For some reason, it likes the last car that was on track. It'll keep holding on to that guy's car number for some reason. And hey, that's good old computer software, folks. Sometimes it seems like it's bulletproof, and then when it does something weird, hey, what can you do? But we know who it is out there. Bird now fifth fastest, trying to pick up from that 14.973. It looks like he didn't improve his position. In fact, he didn't improve his time either. It dropped to a 14.971. Next up, Tom Sinchak.
I like the front end of the look of that 8 car. I mean, it's just bold. It says, hey, I'm coming for you, with the black nose and a white hood and everything else. So, beautiful custom design there.
Yeah.
Now, he's opting to go to the low side. I'd be curious if this is a little bit faster.
Yeah, it's third fastest at the moment with that 14.874. And he just completed his 2 hot laps. Did he improve? Let's see. Did he? No, he did not. He wasn't able to improve on his lap time there. Now, qualifying is a volunteer. You don't have to go qualify if you don't want to. And so we'll see if everybody goes out there tonight. There's Mike Vanno, another one of your playoff contenders here.
This is definitely going to be an interesting race to watch there, Tony. It is a long race, and if I was a driver, and I do like to drive, but if I was a driver, I would say start me in the back, let me just stay clean, and lap 320, I'll start racing.
10-4, I hear that. What kind of time did he end up with there, JD?
He ended up about 4/10 off of the leader. I have my my gap on, so I don't see exactly what time he completed here.
10-4. If you look at driver details and select that show lap times, it'll always show down there too. If you want to have that up.
you.
Yeah. And there we go. Stephen Perry at currently 13th fastest. And that lap time, 2 minutes, 48 seconds. What happens when they are in the pit road, if they're behind the start-finish line, even if as they're driving down pit road, for whatever reason, iRacing starts timing them. So even before they get out on track, that's why they have that ridiculous number the first time they cross the line. Now, that's more like it. That should be his first hot lap, that 15.168. That's good enough for 11th position. That might be it. Okay. I guess that's it for him. There's Thomas Walter making his way out. Let's see if this is his first tie. He just crossed the line. Let's see. That's 46.63. I would think he has another lap. You would think he'd have 2 good hot laps. Now he just crossed the line. That is 6th fastest, 14.935. Yeah, now he's coming around for his 2nd hot lap.
See if he improves that a little bit. Okay, so that was his.
Now that was it. Now he just completed his laps there. Still 6th fastest. Now we have Jesse Thornock out on course. And it looks like, I would say the field, well, I can't, it's, what they have, about maybe 20 guys out there tonight. So the majority of the field is probably playoff contenders at this moment. Of course, that will change after tonight. It will cut down to the round of 8. So that's where things will start getting a lot tighter. Thornock with that 15.288, 14th fastest, trying to improve. Oh, he's sliding. He gave it all coming out of that turn. See if he could improve, and it did improve his time, 15.248, but he's still 14th fastest.
Still loose as fast, but maybe not that loose.
Next up is Maurice Gomillion. Let's see if he can improve here. Oh, and he got into the wall there, and and that was the start of his first hot lap. And I guess he's going to try to get up to speed and at least complete 1 lap, but obviously that wouldn't be his best. Looks like he's not even going to worry about it. He's just going to go ahead and just head on in. Let's see who's coming out next here. Looks like it's going to be Dustin Swingle.
Now, Tony, if they scrape the wall on their qualifying, they get essentially the same car but repaired, correct? Without having to burn their fast repair?
Oh, exactly. Yeah, they'll go when they switch to the race server. That's where your fast repair takes hold. They don't even have a fast repair right now. It's just qualifying, and but yeah, they'll have their fast repair for sure. And I think they had, 300 laps in store tonight, was it?
It will be, let's see. One second, Tony.
I think you were. I think it was 300 laps in store for us tonight. Let's see if there's anybody else coming out that might. We got 17 times on the board. Don't see anybody else coming out just yet, and that's the end of qualifying. So that's everybody that wants to qualify is going to qualify. It was just in the race info there.
Oh, yeah, Tony. Sorry about that. 350 laps tonight of good racing, good, clean racing.
All right. Pretty good weather out there tonight. 74 degrees. Winds are 4 miles an hour, and track temperature is only 77. So I guess those cooler temperatures, that should help them grip up a little better there, don't you think?
Yeah, most definitely. It'd be interesting to see if it cools down any more or if the track temp is going to rise a little bit. So hopefully it cools down. They'll have a lot of grip to make it out through those corners. And, I'll be listening to the radio as well and see if they say anything out there.
10-4, and we're waiting for them to come out on track here. And there they are now, getting ready to start their, they got the pace truck out there. And while they're doing that, let's go ahead and take a look at your starting order here. Vincent Sora on the pole, Max Foner second, Tom Sinchak third, Aaron Kralik fourth, James Trammell fifth, Dustin Swingle sixth. In seventh position, we have Thomas Walter. Eighth, we have Ryan Bird, Ryan Ferraro ninth, Sean Huffstutler 10th, Dakota Moniz 11th, Austin Cook is in the 12th position. In the 13th spot, we have Stephen Perriott, Mike Vanno 14th, Jesse Thornock 15th, Kyle Rochelle 16th, Maurice Gamillion 17th, and 18th we have Patrick Hernandez, 19th Martin Morales, and 20th is Landon Durhold. Is that everybody? I think that is everybody. 20-car field tonight. And so, yeah, and like you were saying, we do see a little bit of a split there with the playoff contenders. It looks like it's almost like there's several at the top, and then a few decided, well, we'll start at the back here and see what happens. Waiting for the countdown clock to finish counting down, and that pace truck will be on his way.
I recognize some of these names in here, Tony, from previous races and other leagues, and I can just tell you that we're going to be in store for a great one tonight. I feel like it's not going to be Demolition Derby, but they're definitely going to be rubbing tires and door slamming each other for a little bit until we get everybody spread out. So it's going to be interesting to watch.
Absolutely. Pace truck is bringing them around now. Coming through turns 3 and 4, getting ready to get this show on the road. Looks like we'll have at least one more lap, pace lap here. Let's see if the lights are indeed out on the truck this time around. It's a little bit of
I'm pumped up for this, so my blood is boiling. We're in a great Coliseum, bumper to bumper to bumper. We're about to go racing.
Yeah. They make their way down into turn 3. Back of the field starting to tighten up now. The pace truck should be pulling off this time around. There he goes. Waiting for that green flag. Green is out, and we're racing here at Bristol.
Let's do this thing.
Boy, Foner up high there. Vincent Sora got a nice break there. There's Aaron Kralik. He's taking a look on the inside of the 51.
Gene had a perfect entry exit to corner number 1 and was able to get a little bit of a gap. Now you see him start to get to the high side, and the 51's falling right behind him.
Right. Aaron Kralik having a bit of trouble there. Saw him get all kinds of sideways, and look at the folks that are just blowing by the 16 car. He got out of shape. Did a great job not to collect anybody, though, but he's now back in 7th position. Max Foner, he's still up in that 2nd spot. It seemed like he was a little slow taking that high line on the start, but he was the one that ended up holding his position. And look at the gap they have back to 3rd place Dustin Swingle.
This is a half-mile track, so whenever you're down a couple miles per hour from the rest of the guys, you're really getting caught by them. So, I understand if he's off pace just a little bit, they're going to start blowing by him. So,
Sora and Foner now Sora is opened up a 0.3 of a second to Max Foner there, but he's 1.4 ahead of Dustin Swingle. Swingle running in that 3rd spot. As the 8 of Tom Sinchak right behind him, followed by the 20 of James Trammell. Aaron Kralik looks like he's got himself together now in that 6th spot. Looking a little further back, there's Ryan Bird running along in 7th. Ryan Ferraro right behind him there. Things that further back you go, a little bit tighter it gets. 57 of Thomas Walker. That's your next contender back there running in just inside the top 10.
Caution's out.
We have a caution.
Yellow flag.
And
really doing a great job, man. We'll keep working on this thing for you.
It's going to be Patrick Hernandez, number 2 car.
oh, there he is sideways into the wall there. And it looks like he didn't make too hard of an impact. So that's always good to see. Let's go ahead and look at that replay there and see what happened to Patrick. Here he is coming now. Look, I think that's the backstretch there. He might have just got sideways on his own.
No, Tony, I heard an apology over the radio. I believe someone got into him.
Oh, okay. Here he comes now, and that's the 27 right in front of him. Oh, okay. He got into the 27. That was probably the apology you heard. He got into the 27 there, Mike Vano.
Oh, yeah.
Got him turned around. There's Vano, and looks from the looks of it, neither one of them really made any contact with anything or anybody. So that's always good to see early in the race, you know. And
yeah, most definitely.
Let's go ahead.
That's what these cars are going to have some damage on it, so I wouldn't see Patrick using his quick repair or fast repair yet. But you never know. I think honestly that would be a gamble if he uses fast repair right now.
Yeah, I think he was waiting for the field to go by so he can exit the pits. Of course, that did put him a lap down. Even under caution, it's not going to be not going to be hard to lose a lap going on pit road. Did he go down the wrong pit road? I wonder. Looks like he.
I believe so. Yeah.
Wow, and he used his fast repair right off the bat here in lap 12. Oh my goodness, that is going to be. He's going to have a long night, my friends.
Yeah. We hopefully we see the number 2 car finish this race, but I'll be honest with you, if I'm his crew chief, I'd be telling him not to use it.
10-4, Stephen Perriott. He's been on pit road now for 36 seconds. Not sure. He doesn't look like he has a whole lot of damage.
You know, honestly, he's probably just trying to fix a couple of those crinkles on the front right of his vehicle. But, you know, honestly, this isn't a track that you're going to be too worried about, you know, making sure the car looks perfect. So
right. Can afford to deal with a little cosmetic damage. Somebody just overshot their pit. Who was that? Was that Jesse Thornock? Or that was Mike Vano? Came in, he overshot Vano just a little bit.
And his front end looks like an accordion.
Vincent Sora still your leader, followed by Max Foner. Max is still up there. Got that 51, and there's Dustin Swingle. He's the overall leader. And you know, while they're under caution here, I believe the lights are still on the pace truck. Let's double check here. Yeah, the lights are still on the pace truck. So let's take a quick look at the playoff standings here. You know, Swingle, he is your leader, followed by Kyle Rochelle, Vincent Sora, Thomas Walter, Tom Sinchak, Landon Durhold, Aaron Kralik. Maurice Gomillion is the guy on the bubble, and now we'll have then Patrick Hernandez is actually the one right on the outside looking in. But, you know, after tonight, he may have a little bit of a problem there if he doesn't get back there soon, get up towards the front of this field. Pace truck is in, getting ready to start. Here, lap 15 will be the restart. Here we go again. Sora once again takes him into turn 1. There's Dustin Swingle on the inside. He easily goes under the 51.
You notice the 14 went low again on a restart, and then he starts to go to the high line every other lap after that. So that's an interesting, you know, little pattern that I'm noticing from the 14 car, and he gets a decent gap.
So you've seen a lot of other guys typically just stay in their lane or stay in the high groove on the restarts?
Yeah, and he takes the opposite approach. He's trying to get as much speed and as big of a gap as possible on a restart. And that's not a bad idea, you know, making sure no one's right behind you on that restart.
Yeah, he's going to have to do something because I tell you, that number 9 car is Swingle. He's coming. And I tell you what, Max Foner, now Max, he's not one of the guys that we have seen up the front a lot during the season. But Max may be a bit of a short tracker here, folks, because, I mean, he is hanging in there with these guys in the top 5 and chasing these leaders here. Max Foner is definitely hanging in there and trying to stick there with the 9 of Dustin Swingle, trying to get that second position back.
You know, although this is a short track, Tony, I'm not a short track guy, but the banks and the degrees and the corners makes it a little bit easier for us, larger track guys. Like I'm a mile and
Oh,
a half,
whoa.
2 mile. Oh
Yeah.
wow, he got a little bit of loose,
Yeah,
but
that was good. Great save, though.
with these bankings, it's all about entry, exit, and you should be able to be all right.
Yeah, it's almost like once you get into your groove, get into that rhythm, I like running short tracks. A little
Well, there's a
further
nice
back.
pedal go.
Oh, did I just hear somebody hit somewhere? A little further back in the field, there's Mike Vano. Oh, he's having connection issues. He's popping in and out, so we'll go to somebody else. There's Dakota Moniz, one of the playoff contenders, running 12th position at the moment. Looks like who is that around him? Hufstadler, the 94 car. He's trying to chase down Thomas Walter there.
And you notice, Tony, we have about 2 packs going on here. You got, well, the leader's in his own zip code, as you like to say.
Yeah.
But then you got this first pack, which is, kind of led by the 14, 51, and they're all kind of like spread out decently. And then the 1 car is leading the second pack, and they're, almost a half a lap behind them already.
Right, so. Yeah. There's Austin Cook. He's the second place in that second pack, followed by the 44 Maurice Gomillion. And then they continue on down. There's Kyle Rochelle. He's going. Oh, there's Hernandez going around. Didn't bring out a caution.
Oh, Patrick. Oh, my goodness. Changed his pants after that one, folks. He almost seen the night flash before his eyes.
Currently running. He's 1 lap down. So if he can hang on, and maybe right now it may be a good thing that he's out of the traffic at the moment and trying to get a handle on that 2 car. Thomas Walter surveying the situation in front of him. Ryan Bird and James Trammell directly ahead of the 57. Some of these guys further back, like say Landon Durhol, these are some more of the guys back here at the back that I believe they didn't qualify, and he's back there running 15th position, trying to get around that 27. Mike Vano is fighting him tooth and nail for that spot. They're just door to door all the way around the track.
And they're getting pretty good speed. I'm looking at Durhol's, miles per hour on his dash, and it looks like they're getting up to 140 on the straights, and no less than 106 on the corners. Vano just dropped off there into miles per hour on the 89. Going around that corner, so that's pretty interesting.
I think he had to check up a little bit. That wall was getting a bit close. It was coming up quick, too. It looked like Hernandez, he's going to drive by the 27. Still in 18th position, 1 lap down. Actually, Kyle Rochelle is, now he's not the lucky dog position. Kyle Rochelle is actually a lucky dog. He looks like I guess he just got lapped by the leaders, I guess.
Yep, the 14 car just lapped him about 2 seconds ago. He has a 2-second gap on him now, almost 2.5.
Vincent Sora, he is just, like I always say, some of these tracks, some guys do good at this track, some guys they just naturally do good at certain tracks, and like it'll just suit their driving style and everything. The stars are aligned and everything is just running good, and things are running good for Vincent Sora right now.
Well, it's you can't let the track intimidate you, and this is a very intimidating track. It is like a football stadium on steroids.
Yep.
You know, it is. You know, it's all enclosed. It's smaller than 2 football fields on a straightaway. You know, and you almost see the 28 car almost get into the wall there, and you're trying as close as possible to get up to that high line, but you know, just make sure you're not too loose coming out of the corners.
10-4, and now Sora's going to have to contend with some lap traffic here, catching Thornock and Perriott. Now, a lot of these guys technically aren't a lap down yet. Now, you'll see a lot of their names in blue, but that's just iRacing kind of assuming that, well, they're getting ready to go a lap down because they're getting close, they're getting caught up by the leader. So it go ahead and change their name. Yeah, they are in danger of going a lap down, but right now we still, at the moment, we still have 15 cars on the lead lap. We're second place. Max Foner, he's still in second, and he's running free and clear of Tom Sinchak. Sinchak, he is one tough customer, and normally you'll see him getting right up there. Then we got a green flag pit stop.
Yeah, this 21 car Rochelle just pitted in, so this will be interesting. This I don't 45 laps. Yeah, I could see a pit here. I usually go 50, 55.
And it looks like he's going around to the second. Is that how they do this dual pit stop? Do you have to enter from one of the sides of the track and drive all the way around?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
So you immediately go 2 laps down.
Exactly.
At least.
Wow.
If you do a green flag pit stop.
Right. And he's already 1 down. Actually, he's 3 laps down at the moment. He's already have a bit of damage there on that right front. And so he's just trying to manage things here. An only car on pit road at the moment. Back up here with the leaders, there's Aaron Kralik, just went by. Running in 4th position. And Max Foner, now he finally did get passed by Tom Sinchak. I was just saying a little earlier how well he'd been keeping ahead of that 8 machine, but Sinchak finally ran him down and got past him. Might be the tires, you think maybe they're starting to go away for some of these guys.
Well, that's it. If you drive it too hard and you start to get too loose out of those corners, start to wear those tires down a good bit, you know, you're going to see some decent speed coming off your times.
There's
you can see the 21 car is able to have enough speed, and he wasn't even full throttle, I don't think.
Right. But he's got those fresh tires now, so he'll probably drive away from the 8. I'll tell you what, Vincent Sora, he's not having any problem with his tires, that's for sure. Now up to a whopping 4.6 second lead over Tom Sinchak. Working through that traffic with ease. We're at lap 52 already, making now lap 53. Looking down the road, he's got a bit of clear sailing for a handful of laps until he catches some more of the lap cars or guys that are in danger of going a lap down. So far, he's
the cockpit of the 14 car. I think it'd be, you know, decent to see how and when and here when he powers and when he doesn't. He's not full off the throttle through those corners. He's still holding some throttle. And I think that's where other guys are just letting off completely and losing some time off of them.
10-4. I mean, I need a drink of water. Oh boy, now he just went by somebody there. I didn't see who that was. That was Kyle Rochelle. Okay, there's Rochelle. He's got the fresh tires. And he goes right by the leader. And gets by him cleanly and is on down the road now. So he's kind of got one of his laps back. He's still 5 laps down, though. Sinchak is quite a ways back now, 6 seconds behind Vincent Sora. unless they catch a caution later on in the race, you would think sooner or later we're going to get one to bunch this field back up. These guys would, I'm sure, love to come in and get these fresh tires under a caution. There's Trammell coming in for a pit stop.
I just heard on the radio, Tony, can someone get a yellow out, please? And they were begging for a caution back there.
Man, you know what they say, be careful what you use for. I think Trammell just used his faster pair. I could have sworn I saw that body bump out there. If we get a chance, we're going to ask the guys how many faster pairs do they actually have. And they may actually have more than one. Yeah, okay.
I believe. I mean, that's what I've seen on the race info. Now, I don't know. We might have to update that, correct, Tony?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. If that's what it said on the race info, then that's probably what it is. Boy, I tell you, you really got to be careful with only one faster pair.
Well, that's it. Whenever you're in iRacing, you have a black box, and it tells you what you want to do in a pit lane. Sometimes you can just overlook it knowing that you got to get in and get out or you're going to lose 3 laps, that you oversee the fast repair and end up fixing the car that only has, a minor scratch or two on it. And we're under yellow right here. We got a yellow flag, number 17 car.
I'm 20, sorry, James Trammell.
Card, yeah.
And I heard somebody hitting against the wall. I was waiting for a caution. And wasn't he just in on pit road? I thought I saw he had just pitted, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, he pitted on lap 57. So now we have this caution, and I guess, like you were saying, I guess the guys are breathing a little sigh of relief here. Caution on lap 65. And I think he will definitely be leading the parade down on the pit road. There he goes. And I know, wow, are they staying out? Sean Huffstudler, he's out now. He is he was a lap down, I guess. He just unlapped himself. He got the wave around. But we do have more guys on pit road. There's Sinchak, Max Foner to 51, making his way down. Dustin Swingle, he's your points leader, making his way in. Landon Durhold getting those left side tires on, down and away. Those are the only other guys on pit road. There's Swingle. He's taking off now. 14.4 second pit stop for the 9 car. More your leaders coming in now. Aaron Crawlett, Ryan Bird. And Ryan Ferraro making his way in. Sean Huffstutler also coming in the 94. Pit stops are cycling around. Has got the 14 back to the point once again.
It's interesting to see the number 24 car, Lyndon Durhold, actually gained 15 positions so far tonight. So that is pretty awesome to see that he, started from the back and now is up front. And it looks like the 5th position.
Yeah, that's what I remember we were saying. A lot of these guys want to, some of the, it seemed like half of the playoff contenders did not qualify because they just, I guess they figured, we're going to just lay back for a while in case things get crazy and, might have a little bit of attrition and make our lives a little easier before we start getting up into the thick of it. Because he was back there battling. In fact, Bird, he was back there as well. Now, I think he's up there in the top 10. He's in 8th position, Ryan Bird. He was also rolling back there in that second group, I believe, at the start of the race. And Thomas Walter, he's up there. Where is Walter? What position is he in? He's still he's in 11th position there.
Tony, do we have the lights on the pace car by chance?
Probably do. Let's see. Sorry, he's got all of these guys in front of him. Let's see. Yeah, they're just getting waved around. And
they're
about to go green. Yeah, these caution laps, they will click off really fast here. making their way now into turn 3. The back of the field is catching up. Those guys got a chance to get some of the laps back. Now we have 10 cars on the lead lap. The pace truck is in.
Bumper to bumper to bumper.
Green, 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 green.
Here we go again.
$14 car shot low again, but the 8 is staying with him pretty hard.
Yeah. Sinchak is right there this time, trying to hold on to that 14. It almost seems like you have to try to attack at the start of, while those tires are fresh. Maybe if you can get around him, you might can keep him back there, but getting around him seems going to be the problem.
Caution.
Oh, we have a caution. Let's see. That was, I think it was the 16
car.
Yeah,
Yep,
16.
16 was sideways. Woo.
Looks like he's still rolling, though.
It looks like someone got into the back end of him.
Let's take a look at that and see what happened to Aaron Pollock here. There he goes. Oh, he just got sideways on his own. Max Foner did touch him on the back there just a little bit. And go ahead and, but he actually, okay.
What a save from the 16. Oh, and he's about to get sideways again.
I was about to say he was done,
goodness.
but then he, I guess he still had that speed, carrying that speed through the turn. But doing pretty good not to go, because a lot of times you'll see guys bounce off the outside wall hard into that inside wall.
Well, he just bounced off the inside, but he was able to not get, a tremendous amount of damage. But hey, Tony, is there any way that we can pull up Patrick Hernandez?
Yeah, let's. Do you see him? Let's get him in the and see how he's. Let's see it. Where is
Yep, I
he
got
at?
him. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna pull him up. Well, Tony, it doesn't look like I can move him to the broadcast.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, we'll work on that. Let's see. Let's see if the lights are still on the pace car, pace truck. Yes, they are. We'll see if we can. We'll see if we can grab Patrick here real quick. It's not going to have a lot of time. Hey, Patrick, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man, loud and clear.
Hey, man, you're just trying to hold on there tonight, huh? How's the car handling for you?
And the car's handling, not to my like, but I'm trying to make the best of it. So far has been a disappointing practice session, a disappointing start to the race. I'm trying to keep my cool, but I'm starting to get frustrated.
Well, right now you're back on the lead lap, so at least you got back on the lead lap, and so that's at least a start. Now try to, like you said, just keep you cool in there and everything. But look, I think they're getting ready to go green, so I'm gonna put you back down to your channel. Good luck, and we'll talk to you later.
Funny.
Okay, back with Vincent Sora here. I believe the lights are out on the pace truck. Are they taking additional? They should be out now, I believe. They'll be going. Yep, they'll be going green this time around.
Yep.
I think maybe JD went to get a drink of water. Making their way down the backstretch. Field is bunching up back there in the back just a little bit. Here we go. Pace truck should be pulling in. There he goes. It'll be lap 78 on the restart. Flags in the air, and we're racing once again here at Bristol. Sinchak once again trying to catch Vincent Sora. There's Dustin Swingle. Points leader trying to get up there to the point.
Yeah, that
Vincent.
8 car was really
Uh-oh.
close to that 14.
You got some
Oh,
debris, I
yellow.
think, here on the... Yeah, I see it here.
Was that Ferraro, I think, maybe?
like
Oh,
a
yeah,
damn axle.
yeah, Ferraro. Hard into
Oh.
the wall. Wow. And he's got a little bit of smoke coming out of that 12 machine. It looks like he might have been the only car involved. Let's see. I don't think Harriet had anything to do with that one. Let's take a look at the replay here. Actually, let's see. That's Ryan Ferraro there. Mike Vano, was he also involved? Because it's saying he was the one that crashed. Interesting. Let's go from Mike's perspective here and see what we see. Oh, I hear somebody crashing. It's happening in front of him? I believe that's what's happening. You can see up there ahead of him. I think that's can't tell who that is. Somebody is several cars getting out of shape there. And Bano, he's kind of along for a ride there. I believe that's the one machine, Dakota Moniz. And there's the 28, Jesse Thornock, and he's the one.
Collecting the 69.
Yeah, he collected him right there, and looks like Bano, he was able to get it low down and get right through there.
Right now, they're giving an update on that 12 car, saying that he looks like a late model right now.
That's my slogan. You probably heard me say that before. Looking like a modified, but definitely needs that fast break. You know, it's funny because we didn't get a report on him crashing, but he was obviously in that somewhere. Just wasn't the one that the software picked up on. Randall also on his way out. Dakota Moniz making his way out. Okay, he's maybe he elected not to use his fast repair because that front of that one car is still tore up pretty good. The left rear is not great shape either. In fact, there is no front to that one car.
I'd like to try to get one of these guys up here on the next caution to see how many fast repairs they have. That would be interesting to know.
10-4. It looks like Vincent. Okay, Vincent. He's still at the point there. Let's look and see if we can grab. Let's look and see. The lights are still on there. Let's see if we can grab Dustin. See if we see Dustin Swingle in here.
I do not see him. I see
He may not be
James
in the chat.
Trommel.
James Trammell.
The number Trammell.
Yeah.
Can I grab the 20 car?
Sure, and we'll bring him up there. Or can you move him? I thought you couldn't.
Yeah,
move
I
him.
can move him.
Okay.
Hey, James, JD and Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
I do. How's it going?
Good. How are you, sir?
Been better.
I see that. How many fast repairs you got tonight?
One.
Wow.
Did you accidentally use that? Did we see that correct, or what happened there?
So I was in the wall early on the front right and wrinkled it up pretty good, and it wasn't rotating the way that it should be. So I went ahead and let the game repair it, and honestly, I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have just hung on and rode it out, because after I nosed it into the wall, I needed it.
It looks like you guys are green, so we'll let you go. I'll move you back down. What channel were you in?
RS Racing.
All right, thank you, sir.
Appreciate you.
And we're racing once again here, lap 86. Boy, I tell you, Senchak is trying his best to catch that Vincent Sora, and they've gotten there. This is about the third or fourth time now they've got a crack at the 14, and it just cannot get to him. Dustin Swingle. He can't seem to get to the 8 car as well. Landon Durhol now up into that 4th spot, followed by the 58 of Ryan Bird. I think Ryan is one of the newer members of the league. And the 51 Max Foner, he started out, I believe he was outside of row 1 there. Still well within the top 10, having a good night there for the 51 car.
Now you'll see it's going to get interesting, Tony, because a 12 car Ferraro actually pitted on lap number 81, so he has about 15 to 18 newer lap tires than the others, so we might see him gain some positions here.
Yeah, he's working on that 16 of Aaron Kralik at the moment. A little bit of a traffic jam right in front of him. Kralik, Durhold, Bird, and Foner are really going at it. Max, I mean, he has done good riding that hot line, I would say. Trying to get around that 58, hasn't quite got the line on him just yet. Oh, and the 58 slides up right in front of the 51. Kind of opens the door for Aaron Kralik there, and he's going to try to sneak through if he can. Pick up that sixth spot from the 51. Kind of got it now just about clear. Whether or not he wants to run that high line or not remains to be seen.
Yeah, if I was a 51, I would not be happy there with the 58, seeing the slide job that he did, but we'll see if there's any radio traffic between those two, because I would not be happy at all.
It looks like Kralik, he's starting to pull away from both Ferraro and Foner. Foner now under attack from Ryan Ferraro. He's looks like he might get past the 51 as well. Not making it easy. Who is that right behind them? That is the 17 car of Austin Cook. He's not on the lead lap, but he's right behind these two guys that are on the lead lap.
51 just got the breath of fresh air, and now he's not side by side, and he can actually run his line. There for a while, he was handcuffed to the line that they were, the high line the whole way across. So you can see him getting a little bit more speed and back up to these other cars.
Yeah, I think everybody's now, Aaron Kralik's now battling with that 58. Sora's opened up the lead gap now, 2.6 seconds, about 3/10 between Senchak and Swingle. And everybody else is a bit spaced out in the top 5 there. So this is where some of the real racing is going on at the moment. Let's see, where's Landon Durhold? He's kind of clear of that group right behind him. And that's the thing, like you're saying, if you got some clean air, you can definitely run the line that you want to run, and hopefully it's enough to keep whoever is behind you at bay.
Yeah, side by side in this short track, it's narrow too, is not the preferred way to go. You want to be able to run your line no matter if it's high, low, in the middle, so you're a little bit more comfortable. As you can see, it looks like the 16 is losing some speed because he's side by side with the 51 car.
Aaron Kralik trying his best to get around, and Max Foner putting up a good fight there. We call Aaron Kralik Mr. Consistency. I tell you, he's had just about as many top 10 or top 5 finishes as the points leader. Doesn't have as many wins, but he definitely finds his way into that top 10 and even the top 5 on many occasions this season.
With only about 1/3 of the race completed, we still got a long ways to go, so these guys are just trying to burn them and turn them.
Absolutely. They're, like I said, they're a bit, let's go a little further back. Here's another nice battle going on. Sean Huffstutler in that 94 car.
What a move by the 57. Went on a low side. Can he do a little slide on a 17? But then he's going to have the the 94 underneath him, and 17 is going to follow behind him.
Right, then at 17, he's not on the lead lap, and the other two are. So that's where the battle really is between Walter and Huffstutler.
I'm listening to some of the radio communication between all the drivers, and it seems like they're communicating with each other. Hey, I'm on the low side, I'm not on the high side. So right now they might be just trying to take some laps off, and so they don't get a consecutive yellows, because once one yellow happens, there's likely going to be more to follow within the next couple laps.
Oh, yeah.
Just because it stacks everybody up.
What is it they say? Cautions breed cautions.
Something like that, Tony, but I like cautions. I like the mayhem and the wrecks. I mean, come on. I don't want to see a car turn left the whole entire race. I want to see parts and pieces flying at each other.
Yeah, Sean Huffstutler, we've watched him, he's not really a new member anymore now, but he did join the league. He didn't join in time to get enough races under his belt to have enough points. He was really close to getting into the playoffs, but just couldn't quite get there. As you can see, he always seems to be in the top 10. So I would say he'll definitely be one of the guys to get in there next season. And but he's definitely there we go, caution.
Did you hear any static?
Looks like that was and I believe it was for the 2 car. Well, it's showing lap 84. Who was that on? I don't even see who that caution would be on, because the last report I had was.
It's showing me Austin Cooks, the number 17 car.
Right. That's weird, because I don't even have a report for him. So.
Yeah, lap number 112.
It might have just been a spin, because it doesn't look like he's even had that much damage. Look like he doesn't have any damage at all, really. That left front look like it's okay. I think it's all right.
Well, I'm looking at the right front, and it looks like it's a little bit higher than the left side. So I'm not sure exactly what happened. See how it's elevated just a little bit off the track? You can almost see the underneath of the track.
Yep.
I'll throw a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah, compared to the left front, it's definitely sitting down. Here, and looks like who's on? Looks like Sinchak. He came in the pit.
Patrick Hernandez is the lucky dog, going to be on a lead lap now.
Oh yeah, we were talking to him, trying to. I guess he's trying to keep himself calm, and now he's got himself back on that lead lap. I thought he was already on the lead lap, but apparently not. But now he is now.
Well, I can tell you this, that I heard radio communications just before that yellow flag came out, and Patrick Hernandez sounded like Kyle Busch. He was so frustrated on that radio, saying, "Yes, no problem, you can pass me." So it's glad to see that he's on the lead lap now.
Yeah, but it's also good if you know you're not on the lead lap, not to just hold up other guys, because, like you were saying, being patient, your time will come if you just stay out of trouble. Getting those tires on and trying to get out of there before you lose that lap again. There he goes. Wow. And there's the field right behind him. He's just going to get out of pit road. Hopefully pit exit does not close, and it doesn't. He's on his way, able to get those Goodyears on there and stay on the tail end of that lead lap.
Well, Tony, this is the bubble for Patrick Hernandez, and you said that he was on the outside looking in. The last thing I'm going to be doing is being conservative on this race. I'm going all in and making sure that I get that next position in that playoff spot.
Yep. Dustin Swingle is now at the point. He must have had a really good. I'm wondering. Let's see. And last time he pitted was 65, lap 65. Sora pitted on 115, so Swingle just stayed out probably to get track position. Wow. Because the last time he was in was lap 65, and Sora, Sinchak, Kralik, Walter, Foner, all those guys pitted on lap 115, like, with this caution here. So I don't know. Could he be a bit of a sitting duck here?
So maybe you can answer this for me, and I'm not sure about the rules in this league or not. But the number 44 car and the number 2 car both have the same amount of points, but it looks like they're saying Patrick is -3. So does that mean because 44 and the 2 car have the same points, maybe
Green
there's a
flag.
penalty that cut the 2 car on a bubble?
I honestly don't know because I haven't talked to anybody about that, but you might have to do a count back based on maybe a number of top fives or something, you know, and 'cause they
Yeah,
do have,
possibly.
they also have bonus points that they have for like leading a lap, and I'm not sure if they do fastest lap or not, but there are some bonus points involved. So somewhere along the way, that's how the 44 is ahead there.
Well, put it this way, it's going to be interesting. The 2 car is going to be watching the 44 car, the 16 car, and possibly even the 24 car. If he's able to capitalize on any one of those 3, he might be able to find himself above the cutoff spot.
Uh-oh, and here's a battle here, folks. Now, this is going to be interesting. These are former teammates here. Dustin Swingle, formerly with iRacing, now an independent driver. He was just under attack there by Landon Durhold. Durhold couldn't quite make the pass. Look at Tom Senchak. He's getting right up there. And Vincent Sora said, hey, don't forget about me. Boy, they're really racing at the front now. You know, and Dustin Swingle, he's got those older tires. I'm amazed that they haven't just blown by him just yet. Senchak's going to get by. Here comes Sora. He's going to swing right up in front of the 9 car.
Yeah, I don't know why he would leave a team, but you know, that'd be an interesting soap opera if you ask me. You know, grown men driving NASCAR around, and you know, one leaving a team. That's going to be an interesting story to hear someday.
Now, they didn't. Swingle, he didn't pit this last time around, and neither did Durhold. And you can see the guys that did pit, they're starting to eat them up. Here comes Max Foner up into that 4th spot, and he's going to drive right on by Swingle. Aaron Kralik right behind him. Now he's got himself up into the 4th spot. Oh, Swingle got close there that time. Ooh. Landon Durhold just did get by. No, that wasn't Landon Durhold. That was Kyle Rochelle that just got by. He's not on the lead lap, but he did just get by Dustin Swingle there. Rochelle is he's 5 laps down, and he's kind of in a bad spot right now. He's one of your playoff contenders, but kind of mired down in the pack there in that 17th position. Meanwhile, up the front, here's a battle there, one-on-one here with Senchak and Vincent Sora. I think that's what Senchak's been trying to do, thinking if I can just get in front of the 14, I might be able to hold him off. Let's see if that plan works. Looks like Sora's going to try to drive under the 8 car. Oh, he got a little loose there. Trying hard to get around Tom Senchak. They're starting to pull away from the field now, just about 2 seconds away from Max Foner. Foner up to that 3rd spot. Senchak's starting to pull away now from Sora just a little bit, trying to get a little bit of breathing room. He can't quite get away from him, though.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the 14's too comfortable with going on the inside. Now, how I run this track is I go on the inside, but I also come real close to that wall, so I'm not fighting that outside exit, you know?
Yeah,
and then he got a little bit loose whenever he was on a low and, you know, finished low, too.
Yeah, he's probably thinking he wants to start high and turn in. And what do they call it? Diamond in the corner and stuff?
Yep.
So Senchak is effectively taking his line away and keeping him. I think Senchak knows that if that 14 gets around me, I'm done, because he's just going to do what he's been doing. And that's interesting. You know, it's one thing to lead, but when you're not leading, can you get yourself back up there, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Boy, but look at the lap traffic in front of them. Boy, this is going to get interesting now. Good grief. They're going to be racing through all of these lapped cars. Now coming up behind Huffstutler, Thomas Walter there on the high side. There's Maurice Gomillion in the 44. Sinchak has nowhere to go at the moment. I think guys are trying to move out of the way a little bit. Oh, and there's Jesse Thornock came right up in front of the leader. Boy, that could have been disastrous. They're all still rolling. Vincent Sora right there. He gets by Thomas Walter in the 57. The 44, Maurice Gomillion stays on the high side, lets the two leaders through, and they are through and clear. Wow, man, that was actually some good racing between all of those guys. Lead cars, lap cars, they were just, they really worked well together there.
Well, that one lap car went low so they could pass him, but he wasn't able to have enough grip to stop, and he apologized over the radio, said, hey, I had nowhere to go for you guys, so I apologize. But if I was the 8 car, I was kind of happy to see that lap traffic, because you might be able to slide in between one of those cars and gain some space off the 14. Now they're bumper to bumper again. They're racing for that 1 and 2 spot.
And boy, he's leaning on the 8 big time. Here they go through turn, what is that, turns 3 and 4. Oh, that was 1 and 2, my bad. That inside line just does not work for Sora. Every time he goes down there, he cannot complete that pass.
You know, if we were in lap 320, I would say the 8 is going, the 14 car would start to pinch the 8 up higher and higher and higher. But since we're only not even halfway through this race, he's probably saying there's no point in pushing him to get just a 1 spot.
Yeah, they're definitely right there, and their gap from the rest of the field isn't all that great right now. It's only 1.3 seconds or so. Because Aaron Karlick, he's right back there. What I tell you, Mr. Consistency, you don't see him at the point a lot, but you're gonna see him in the top 5. I guarantee it. And
Yep.
Somebody's on pit road there. Mike Vano just coming out.
Yep.
Green flag pit stop for the 27. Making his way, well, actually he's still in. Got to make his way around to his pit stall, so he's going to lose a few laps. There's Martin Morales. Haven't seen him. He's like 141 laps down, so something happened to him at some point. We must have missed that. Boy, look who's in the top 5 position there. Patrick Hernandez.
Yeah, Patrick Hernandez is doing an amazing job. He's gained 13 positions.
Wow. Now working on the 57.
Since the start of the race, so
yeah,
you know, never.
And these are all lapped cars that he's going around as well. Thornock, the 44 of Maurice Gomillion, he's got to get around him if he can. Boy, that's close. Man, if he can get around the 44, I think he's got clear track ahead of him, and he does. He clears the 44. And now he's got a bit of breathing room now, so he can try to hammer down and actually has more lap cars ahead of him, so he's got more work to do, but he is in the top 5 position, which will be good for him to keep battling for that cutoff. A little further back, there's Dustin Swingle, your points leader, running back there in the 7th position. He just got lapped. Now second place Sinchak is starting to close in on him. And boy, I tell you, staying out on those older tires, I can see this thing going green a bit longer. He's going to lose more positions now, and he's not even the lucky dog. Landon Durhold is the lucky dog. And is Durhold's not even okay, he's showing a lap down. I think he just went a lap down. Sora just lapped him. So his former teammate there now in that 6th position. Schwingel running in 7th. technically only 5 cars are on the lead lap at this moment. And there's Aaron Kralik getting around the number 9. Mike Vano now, he's coming in, green flag pit stop. Also Jesse Thornock making his way in. Guys, they just can't stay out there. They're really running a lot of green flag laps here. Vincent Sora making his way through traffic. He's gotten around Senchak. Senchak faded somewhere along the way. And even Aaron Kralik has gotten by the 8 car. There's Senchak in 3rd, and there's Kralik. He's well ahead of the 8 now. And only, what is it? He's still got a few cars, like 2.5 seconds back from Vincent Sora. Excellent run so far for the 16.
Well, I don't know, but maybe the 8 car was just burning so much tire trying to keep that 14 car behind him that he's not able to keep on a hold of that position now.
Well, that's just like we saw in that race the other day. Like sometimes you'll have a guy that he's so good, and other guys are trying to run at his pace, and it's like, fine, you can run at my pace, but can you make your tires last like I can make mine last? And that's probably what's happening. You know, if he's forcing him, Sora was forcing him to live in his world. You know, and you want to run up here, you're going to run at my pace, and can you stay there? And looks like he kind of fell off there just a little bit. Aaron Kralik, he's trying to make his way through this traffic. Now he's just about 4 seconds behind Vincent Sora. He's really boxed in at the moment, boy. The 17 can't really get out of the way but so much. Oh, they got close right there.
This is a perfect spot for Patrick Hernandez. Above the 24 car, like I said, he needed to get above the 24 car and a 44 car. If this would go and finish as it is, it looks like Patrick Hernandez would make his spot in the bubble for the qualifying. So that'd be perfect for him if he can capitalize on that. He gained 13 spots since the start of the race, so he's done some work, and you got to give him respect for that.
10-4, and you know him and Vincent Sora, he actually has 1 lap newer tires than Sora. He pitted on lap 116, and so yeah, doing pretty good here. I thought I was hearing things. There's an alarm going off on my phone. I was like, what the heck? I was like, okay, that's not an effect in the race. That's not iRacing.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything. I thought the President of the United States was calling you and you were ignoring it.
Oh, so you could hear that too? Yeah, we got good mics here, folks. You know. Thankfully, my dog is not snoring right now, because sometimes you can, if it's quiet enough, you can hear her too. And now we're showing 5-1, as always, still 5 cars on the lead lap. Hernandez, I guess he's getting a little close to getting a lap time, because he's 14 seconds behind the leader. He's working his way through that traffic. Now he's going around Kyle Rochelle there, trying to catch Sean Huffstutler. But Vincent Sora, there he is right there. He is not far away from putting even Hernandez a lap down. So I'll tell you, he is definitely putting on a clinic tonight here at Bristol.
Well, you know, one thing I like to do, Tony, is whenever these cars are about to go racing and we broadcast for them, I like to get out there and turn some laps just so I can feel what they're feeling. And I wasn't able to do that with this race. I'm curious how many laps you can actually get without pitting. It has to be, a decent amount, because some of these cars haven't pitted since lap, 81, 65.
Yeah.
I mean, they're almost 100 laps on these tires alone. That's impressive.
I tell you, I've seen these guys run some ridiculous number of laps. The leagues that we broadcast here on Rice Motorsports TV, I tell you, the guys, they can drive and they know how to make those cars. They'll stretch those cars out. And I tell you, it's really something to see them out here just doing their craft and showing how to get it done here.
You know, that's.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tony.
No, you go ahead.
You know, that is one thing that I would have to say that amazes me is the quality of drivers and the quantity. It's usually, hey, you got a lot of guys racing and they're not that good. All these guys are racing and they are top performers. You know, it's nothing to. Oh, hold on, I just got radio. Patrick Hernandez just got on the radio and said that he just got a lap down now, but he needed to keep his head up. He knows he has to know where he's at in the playoff race.
Right, he's actually getting ready to go. See right there, he's getting ready to go a lap down. Sora's right there behind him, and I wonder how hard he's going to fight. I mean, technically, if you're fighting to stay on the lead lap, you have a right to do it if you can hold on. If you're battling to stay on the lead lap, but if you were already a lap down, then I would say, yeah, you really should just get out the way. But I guess if Sora gets past him, he'll concede that position. He's really fighting to stay there, but everybody else behind him is, Landon Durho, he's one lap down. Schwingel and Ferraro are one lap down, but everybody else is at least 2 laps down, so he wouldn't have too many cars to battle with for that lucky dog position. And I don't even think they're near him at this moment.
Yeah, the 2 car got to be careful though, because he does not have a fast repair, and he is taking an aggressive approach to holding that lap. I mean, it's only 1 lap. You're in a lucky dog position. Just I would just stay there, but that's just who I am.
Yeah. Oh boy, he's getting close to the 12. And he looks like he's gonna squeeze by Ryan Ferraro, Thomas Walter hugging that outside wall.
And you see, that was what I was talking about. If you hug those guys on the top line there, through those corners, you actually slow them down and then able to pass them on the inside. And you just seen that happen right there.
Yeah, I tell you, and Thomas Walter trying to come back on the 2 car. Walter is not even on the lead lap. He's 3 laps down. It looks like Hernandez was able to pull away, and actually he got back on the tail end of the lead lap, battling back ahead of the leader. I tell you, this guy, he doesn't care, man. He's I'm going to race. I mean, I've heard he's a hard racer, man, and he just has no fear, and he like he always says, he's going to roll the dice every single time.
Well, that's one thing that if I was a 14 car, seeing how the 2's driving, I would definitely be playing it a little bit more aggressive and pushing them up top. And 2 car just hit the wall.
Oh, man.
2 car just hit the wall. Is that going to open up the opportunity for the 14 car to pass on the inside?
Oh, wow. You would have thought that it would have, but he didn't seem to lose any momentum here. Boy, and these guys, I am surprised that they're racing each other so hard. Maybe if Sora wants to keep him a lap down, you know what I mean? Because I think he knows what Hernandez can do if Hernandez was able to get up there. Wow.
And a 14 car just took the position.
Yep. There's Maurice Gamillion. I wonder if he's got some fresher tires. He just blew by both of them.
Yeah, he pitted on 78.
Uh-huh, okay. Boy, that was some hard racing there, folks. Back in 3rd, there's Tom Sinchak. And they're not even half a lap ahead of the leader, him and Aaron Kralik. Kralik's in 2nd position. Kralik's just about a half a lap ahead of the leader, but Sinchak isn't. Sinchak, he's a little bit further back. He's almost exactly a half a lap back. Aaron Kralik's just a hair ahead of that.
I thought we were about to see 3 wide in Bristol. I was about to get really excited.
Thomas Walter coming in green flag pit stop, actually just exiting the pits, coming out in 16th position here. Well, I keep hearing some cars hitting the wall. I mean, they're slamming this place. Now Hernandez, he now is officially in the lucky dog position. There's Dustin. Okay, where is he? Dustin Swingle. There he is. Your points leader, making a green flag pit stop. Looks like 4 tires of fuel for Swingle. There's the 51 of Max Fona. Max, he's been hanging in there very good tonight. I don't think he's been outside of the top 10 all night long. Looks like he's about to lose. Let's see, Fona, he's now the one that's tailing the lead lap, and he's about to go a lap down by the 14. The 17, the lap car is already it's kind of holding up their pace there just a little bit. Leader gets by.
The 51 car just got on the radio and said, "Move it along, 17. I don't want to get lapped," and he was able to move to the side. But it still looks like the 14 is going to take that position and lap the 51 car. And now if you're Patrick Hernandez, you're like, oh my goodness, now I'm not on a lucky dog position. What do? I got to race harder.
Yeah, let's see. He has to catch Foner, and you can see the gap there. He's about 3 seconds behind the 51 car. And I tell you, guys are kind of blowing by him now. I think his tires may be going away here a little bit. But he is in that in the top 5. And Durhold, I'm not sure where he is in relation. Let's see, Landon Durhold. Hernandez is not even showing in his relative at the moment. So I think he's running 6th position. Yeah, Hernandez is almost on the other side of the track at the moment. So right now, Hernandez is pretty safe from the 24. Here we are, lap 204. I'm sorry?
I said we got people begging for cautions right now on the radio. Only 3 cars on a lead lap. That's amazing, the speed that the 14 car is able to provide.
And I tell you, the speed and the consistency, and, and it's like, it's funny because, you want a caution, but then you have a field of so many drivers that have enough talent out there that it's not happening, and
well, I can tell you this, that the 14 car has 11-second gap on the rest of the field, and that almost puts him lapping everybody in the field, and he's pitted with them.
Yeah,
and that's the amazing part. The 14 car, let's hold on. I'm going to change my relative so I can see a few positions ahead of them. Just give me a moment here.
Yeah, while you're doing that, we're looking at the lap time history between Sora and Kralik. Look at the difference there, and we're looking at anywhere from 1/10 to 4/10 of a second quicker than the second place car, and that's over the last 4 or 5 laps. And I mean, he is just, who is that just, that was Cook. I mean, he literally just flew right in front of Vincent Sora. He's got to have fresh tires there. But
here's something for you. The 14 car is only 3.5 seconds off of lapping the whole entire field.
I tell you, that is something. And you can, based on the lap times that he's putting down, I can see why. Because, I mean, he is, if you pull up your lap time history, and you can see the difference. I mean, it's just amazing, the difference in their lap times that they're putting down. I mean, Vincent Sora, he is just rolling along at a furious pace. more green flag pit stops. There's Dakota Moniz. He's on pit road. Looks like he's just getting 4 tires and fuel. He's in the 13th position now. Lights him up on his way back out. As he goes out, Ryan Ferraro's coming in. These guys would love to be making these pit stops under caution conditions instead of all this green flag pit stops. Aaron Pollock now 13.5 seconds behind the leader. Okay, that's where there he is right there, and there's Vincent Sora. I was gonna try to see we can see if we can kind of see that gap. There's Sora right there.
It feels like just a couple minutes ago that the 14 and the 8 car was battling, and now the 14 car is about to lap the 8.
That is something. Yeah, Tom Sinchak, he's trying to hang on there with Aaron Crawley. Right, this is another one of those races where the leader is kind of in a class of his own right now, and I guess you could say if it wasn't for him, this would be the battle for the lead right here.
A class, hire him as a full-time driver. Oh my goodness, the 8 and 21, or I'm sorry, the 8 and 24 almost touch.
There's Jesse Corner.
Oh, we got a yellow out.
And we're finally going to get a caution here. Was that Ryan Ferraro?
That was the 12 car.
Yeah, that's Ryan Ferraro. And, let's see. Well, let's zoom in on him. Where is he? There he is. Looking a little beat up there. Not too bad, but it was enough to bring out the caution. That nose is banged in a little bit. I guess he made contact with the wall. Let's go ahead and look at the instant replay here. There he is going inside of Kyle Rochelle there. There's the 17 right there in front of him. And they come down, and I wonder if he made contact with the 17 or not, Austin Cook. Yeah, it looks like he's going to come up into the left rear of that 17 car. And now he's on his way to a trip to the inside wall. Boom, there he is. Boy, got his rear end up in the air. He hit that thing a ton.
They're definitely not happy over the radio, but is there any way that we can pull up Vincent?
And he locked it down right in the middle of the track as everybody else was going by. Let's take it back live here a second. You talking about Vincent? And,
yeah.
Well, we're riding on board with him now.
Are you okay with pulling him up to the booth?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. We got to get that fixed so that you can get him there. And
I got him.
Hey, Vincent, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, how are you, Tony?
Pretty good, man. Boy, you're putting on a master class tonight, man. You're in a different zip code already, huh?
Yeah, thank you, Tony. I don't know. I just really like this track. I'm really fast here, and I'm just hoping that I can get this one done.
10-4, man, and I know every point counts now as we are getting into these playoffs here. And how many laps have you guys been going or feeling comfortable with, you think?
I mean, we can make it about 150 to 160 on a fuel tank. So, I mean, I think we're actually good for the rest of the race here.
Wow. And you had like 5 sets of tires to use tonight?
Yeah, we had 4 extra.
10-4, and
yeah, that's amazing.
And,
you know, what did you think about that yellow coming out, Vincent? Were you happy to see it, or were you kind of sad to see it because you're about to lap the 8 in the 8 car there?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to lap the 8 and the 16, but I kind of like it at the same time because my tires are pretty dead.
Most definitely.
10-4, man. Well, we'll put you back up to. Were you in the admin conference, correct?
Yeah, correct.
10-4, man. Well, good luck, and we'll talk to you later on.
Alrighty, thank you, guys.
All right, that's Vincent Sora, man. Another day at the office, and we've seen Vincent. He's been robbed a couple of times. Just having bad luck. Has been at the front. Looks like the lights are out on the pace truck, and so yeah, anytime he can get up there and get that win, I think that's why he is pushing so hard tonight. And I got to get another W under my belt for sure.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air for the 16 and 8 car, knowing that he was breathing down their throats about to pass them.
I tell you, man. Pace truck turns in,
Green flag.
and there we go. Lap 223. We're racing once again. Look at how he just powers away from those guys.
Well, the 14 changed his line, if you've seen that. He went to the high side, and it looks like he actually is going to be a lot quicker now.
Woo! And he, and he was saying, we didn't go about 150 laps on a tank of fuel, and it seemed like
that's something else.
And it's like, I guess he felt like it seemed like he can make his tires last every bit of that as well. Good grief! I mean, he just opened the can of what, and it's like 1.2 seconds already on second place. Look at there. They didn't stand a chance on the restart. Wow.
Well, the 8 car did spin on a restart at the exit there, and you can tell that they're not too comfortable with this new set of tires yet. Everybody changed their tires. They had to. Right. And now you got to get those tires warmed up, ready to go. But this is whenever the 14 says, you know what, see you later. I'll see you on the way by.
And it probably won't be too long before he'll start working his way through the field once again.
I wouldn't be surprised at all, Tony.
And Aaron Kralik, not really surprised to see him up the front there, having a very good race, battling with Tom Sinchak there. And how about Max Foner? I mean, Max, he's just hanging in there, running in our 4th position.
You also got Patrick Hernandez in the number 2 car. He's on a lucky dog spot, so if you're Patrick right now, you're almost hoping for that caution to get on that lead lap.
Yeah, I tell you, might be a long time coming, trying to get a caution. The way these guys have been really pushing and having some really good racing, and even racing through all of the lap traffic, pretty just about error-free. A lot of give and take, and guys knowing how to deal with the traffic and knowing how to deal with getting past, especially at a tight place like this. You really put on a great show.
You are correct. It might be a little bit until the next caution, but if you heard the radio comms between these guys, they're boiling right now. They know this is the last couple races of the season. They're not holding anything back. They're getting a little bit frustrated, and I'm going to see great racing tonight, and I'm super excited for it.
10-4, and you notice that the top 7, whether they're on the lead lap or not, the top 7 are playoff contenders. And we've only got about 5 that are just outside of the top 10. The 28, the 1, the 57, 21, and the 20 are the only ones that are not in the top 10. Regardless of how many laps there's several laps down, though, the guys I just mentioned. But they would be hard-pressed to make up that many laps. We only have just about a little over 100 laps to go now.
Yeah, if you're the number 44 car, I believe you pronounce it Gomillion.
Gomillion, yeah, Maurice Gomillion.
Yep. Yeah, he has to make a move, and he knows it too. He has to do something here, because if not, then Patrick Hernandez is going to take his position in the playoff spot, and you might as well just call it a season and wrap it up.
Yeah, he's currently running 4 laps down, and like you say, Hernandez is in the lucky dog position. All he has to do right now is just hold on, because he's got Hernandez running 5th and Gomillion running 10th, and that's just not going to work out for the 44 at the moment.
Well, a little bit of lady luck on the 44 side, and he might be able to have the 2 car's position, because the 2 car did use his fast repair earlier. Now I'm not sure if the 44 did or not, but that might be a big effect if he gets caught up in an accident, the 2 car.
I haven't seen Maurice get caught up in anything, so he might still have it. I think there are several guys out there that still have them. I think a lot of guys have used them, but I think there's still a few out there that still have them available. There's a 24 Landon Durhole in 6th position. And everybody is just, nobody can really get the best of anybody right now. Now Mike Vano, he's on pit road. Has he been there a while? Because he's like,
I think he has.
yeah, 38 laps down. And he had been out there slicing and dicing for quite a while now. And but apparently maybe he just decided to, he hasn't put it behind the wall, but he's just sitting in the pits there.
Well, if I was Vano, I might just grab a piece of pizza and some popcorn and watch the race because, being that amount of laps down, you'd be terrible, or you'd feel terrible if you accidentally cause an accident.
Right. There's Max Foner, and I'm happy to see Max up there because a lot of times during the season you haven't always seen Max up in the up that far. Sometimes I think I saw him back there at Talladega. He was mixing up with the guys in the front, but he'll end up getting shuffled out a little bit. But he is really coming to the forefront, I mean, especially right now where it counts. Doing everything he has to do to try to get in that playoff spot. Because let's take a look at that. Where is he right now? Max Foner. He is actually in 11th position behind Patrick Hernandez and James Trammell. So yeah, he would definitely need to go get as much as many positions as he can, and he is getting the job done tonight. Running in the top 4, pretty much staying in the top 5 or 6 pretty much all night. Been shuffled around a bit, but it seems like after every restart he's right there, and the consistency is definitely paying off.
Well, that's it, Tony. You just called it yourself. Consistency. As a racer myself, I'm not looking to win every single race. I'm looking to get top 6, top 7. Anything above a top 10 is a win in my book.
Tom Sinchak, bit of clear road ahead of him for the moment. Running in that 3rd spot, that's always a good place to be inside that top 5. Now he is actually, he's on the same lap as Aaron Kralik, just over a second behind the 16 car, so he's got plenty of incentive in the world there to catch that 16. He's trying to whittle away at that 1 second gap. He's just about down to 1 second.
Caution.
Oh!
Caution is out.
Oh,
Two
no.
cars.
It's all on you, man.
The 2 car is
man.
the wall.
Oh, man. He used that fast repair. The front doesn't look that messed up, but wow.
Well,
oh, and now he's trying to get going. Oh, be careful.
I just seen the pace truck pit him.
I think he just spun out because that pace truck's transparent, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like it did. Well, that sounded like, what was it, like Days of Thunder? Like, how would you go out there and hit the pace truck? But you know what? By him spinning, I think that, man, I wonder if he was going to get stuck behind the leader anyway. Well, he was 3 laps down. He was already not on the lead lap, but I think he might have lost another lap.
Yeah, he lost 2 laps there, Tony.
He was trying to get going once again so quick, and then when he spun, and that just made it worse. And right now, he's 3 laps down. He's on the same lap as Bird and Huffstutler. So he's going to have some guys to battle with there to hold on to that now what is now 7th place.
Are we able to take back to the replay on that, Tony?
Let's see. That was lap 251, I believe. Let's look at the first one here. Let's see what we see here. And he's going around there, and nobody in front of him. Oh yeah, and he just lost it himself. Who is that? The 69 kind of followed him down there. Wow. Kind of crunched him up against the wall. So look, he didn't nose into the wall, so it wasn't a super, like damage the motor, I would say. And so I think he was lucky that he kind of pancaked the wall there, and instead of just running straight into it. That was probably the worst part of that.
Well, you notice that it didn't throw the caution out right away because they were so low. It was only whenever he backed up onto the racetrack that they threw the caution.
Yeah. A few pit stops going on as Jesse Thornock making his way out. Points leader Justin Swingle is coming in. He was in 6th position, still is at the moment. He's actually 2 laps down. He's not on the lead lap. Several other cars in. Dakota Moniz, he's in, about getting ready to take off there. He's down in the way. There's Austin Cook right behind him. Now he's down in the way.
Yeah, a few of the guys got on the radio and was not happy with themselves, saying, "Why did I just pit there? I got to go 100 laps on these tires now." So a few of them are regretting actually pitting there.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
Which is very surprising, you know?
Well, I mean, if you're not Vincent Sora, I guess you have something to worry about. He just doesn't seem to have much to worry about as far as, you know, pitting. Let's try to grab Aaron real quick. You see Aaron Kralik there? I got him right here.
You got him?
Yep. Hey, Aaron, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do, Tony.
Hey,
let's go, man.
Hey, man, Mr. Consistency, doing good. Oh, you guys getting ready to go green too, aren't you? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we better put you back down there, and we'll talk to you next time around. And but good luck, man. We'll talk to you later.
10-4, thank you. Good luck, Tony.
Good night. Yeah, I tell you, man, and boy, he's right there. Did he pit? Now him and Sora both pitted on lap 218. Here we go.
Yeah, 218.
Green flag.
Green flags in the air. The 2:59 is the restart lap. He didn't get that great a start this time. Kralik is right there.
That and it seems like the 2 car is really slow right now, holding up the rest of the pack. So that's going to be interesting to watch.
Yeah, he's down on. Oh, who was that? That was Thomas Walter, and that's going to be another caution. No caution?
Yellow.
Okay.
Yep, there it is.
Wow.
Out there, bud.
Okay. That was a little. Saw them going there, and there's a 2 on the inside. They're coming through. There's Kyle Rochelle in the 21. And he, like you say, he was running a little. It looked like he started to move up the track, and he collected the 57 there into the wall. And the 69 couldn't get on the binders fast enough. Sends the 57 down to the inside wall. Tough break for Thomas Walter there. So what do they do now? I wonder if anybody. No, well, there's only 5 cars on the lead lap. You know what? Let's go ahead and grab Aaron real quick now that we got the caution here. Hey, Aaron, Tony in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, I do, Tony.
Well, now we do have a chance to talk to you. Boy, I tell you, man, your consistency as always is paying off. Boy, that was a good restart there. Vincent couldn't quite get away from you guys that time.
Oh yeah, that was that was one quick caution, but it was worthy of one.
How's the car been handling for you out there tonight?
Oh, she on cold tires, she's been loose. I've been trying to work that bottom, but I've just been going there a bit too early, and earlier it caused that caution because yeah, those cold tires, I just got sideways.
10-4, man, and I mean the guys, but man, I tell you, it's like I guess the closer it gets to the end of the race, yeah, you know, folks will start getting up on the wheel. But boy, y'all been doing some tight racing all race long, and I mean, working your way through traffic. I mean, just really putting on a great show.
Oh yeah, I'm proud of these guys. We've come a long way, but yeah, Bristol, it's a very very tight track. The high side is preferred, but certain times during the race, the bottom line does come in.
10-4. I think we were talking to Vincent earlier. I think you can go about 150 laps on a tank of fuel.
Oh yeah, I just checked with my crew, and yeah, good to go on fuel.
How you feel about the tires?
I got one set to spare, one set to the good. So I'm just trying to make this set last.
10-4, man. Well, good luck, man, and I'll put you back down to the channel, and we'll talk to you later on.
10-4. Thank you, Tony.
Good night. There's Aaron Crawley. I'm sorry.
We can't tell any of his secrets because he has one more set to go. So.
Oh yeah. And we're, I think, let's see, is the lights, let's see if the lights are out on the pace track. It looks like they are. So we'll be going green next time around. It'll be lap 267 on the restart. Well, I tell you, this has been a really a neat race here tonight. Guys been putting on a great show. As always, we appreciate y'all joining us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And, and check out all of the great links we have in our description there in the on the YouTube channel there in the race description. And always be ready to come back next time. Okay, pace truck is in. Here we go. Restart here, lap 266. It looks like Sora got a little bit of a better start that time. Kralik is still there, trying to hang on to him.
I just heard on the radio the 2-car got a penalty for too many incidents, so he has to go for a stop and go, I believe.
Oh boy, yeah. What is it? I mean, I don't remember. I want to say it was something like maybe 25x or something like that, for a stop and go penalty or something of that nature. And there's Hernandez serving his penalty, just coming out back onto the track. Landon Durhol is running second. He got around Kralik in a hurry there. Well, Sora, he's getting on down the road like he has been. Still 5 cars on the lead lap. Oh, there's now Hernandez is finally coming in to serve that penalty. Tom Sinchak, he is the last car on the lead lap at the moment. And battling once again with his buddy Aaron Kralik there. They've been battling each other quite a bit. Oh, he's going to get a run on the 16.
It looks like we got a good battle for the first and second position right now. Durhold really giving the 14-car a run for his money. You just seen there. Oh my God, they got so close.
It looks like he's going to get him. Sora usually pretty good until somebody gets in front of him. Then it takes him a good little while to get back around them. It's funny. It took him a while to get. Oh, Durhol did touch the wall just a little bit.
Almost a kiss of death.
Yeah, he's another one of the very strong drivers in this league, and it's taken him a while to get there, but he's finally got up to the point there. And now, wow, for the first time, we're seeing somebody else kind of put some distance on the field. Over almost 3/4 of a second on Vincent Sora. I haven't seen anybody drive away from Vincent like that. I guess what'll be interesting is what staying power does he have? Can he run that pace, or is he kind of falling into a long range trap set by the 14 here? That gap now almost. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If I was a 14 car, I'd be, or if I was a 24, I'd be curious. Does a 14 have one more set of tires left? Because if that's the case, and the 24 does not, he's only a sit and duck. If they both have a set of tires left, then
Well, they've
if you're the 24 car. You're trying to put some time down,
Right. Well, everybody in the top 6 have only been on pit road 3 times. So even if they changed tires each of those times, they've only used 3 of their 5 sets of tires. So I would think they'd have 2 sets left. I believe I thought they said they had 5 sets to use, not counting the set that you started on.
Wow.
And there's Kralik. And Sinchak, well, he's kind of really got ahead of Aaron Kralik there. Let's see, where's Max Foner at? He has been running. Okay, I'm so busy looking backwards, I should have tried looking forward. Look at old Max up into the 3rd spot. Because I was thinking to myself, man, he's been hanging around 4th and 5th place all night long. I was wondering if somebody had gotten around him. You know, hats off to Max Foner. He is really putting on a great job tonight. Great show. And having an excellent run. Definitely, I would definitely say he's a short track racer.
Well, you see the 16 car is almost about to be lapped by the 24. I mean, he's, almost 12 seconds off, and I believe it's, 15 or 16 seconds off from the pace, and you're lapped. So
I tell you, man. And let's see. His last lap was a 16.3. Best lap was a 14.848. So, of course, right now, I guess he's dealing with traffic, too. So
yep.
That would be, that's going to probably not give you his best lap times at the moment. Kyle Rochelle, he's been having a bit of a rough night. Whoa, is that just him hit the wall? I mean, in the last, I'd say 2-3 races, we have seen Kyle Rochelle. I mean, he had just put a hurting on folks, and it's like he had hit a hot streak there, and he cooled off a little bit here tonight, running 15th, 7 laps down, so he's kind of having a bit of a rough night out there, and but he needs to just keep on powering on, and he's down in the positions quite a bit, but as far as the playoffs are concerned, he is let's see, where is he? He is looks like he's locked in anyway, because he is in 2nd place behind Dustin Swingle, so he's not gonna really lose anything tonight. There ain't too many times you can say, well, yeah, I can deal with where I'm at right now, but he obviously would rather be on the lead lap. Sora continuing to circle in the 2nd position there. Now he's the one. That's interesting. Now he's the one trying to keep up with Landon Durhol, over 3.5 seconds ahead. We're going to do a crank it up session here, folks. We're going to go silent for about a few laps here. So go ahead and turn the volume up here. You're watching the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge. All right, Maurice Gomillion running along here in that 10th spot. He's 5 laps down, but he's still in the top 10. He's actually battling with Jesse Thornock, trying to get that 9th position from the 28 car. Maurice, now he's not in the playoffs. Thornock is, at the time being, he's in there as of right now.
Yeah, you see the 28 cars having a little bit of trouble on a low line there, getting loose out of those corners.
Oh, and
Well, someone just hit the wall.
I keep wanting to say that was Kyle Rochelle. I mean, because I could hear it really good that time. It was somebody that was close by. And man, Sean Huffstuffer, he's coming in, green flag pit stop. Seems a little early. It seemed like they just went green maybe 20 laps ago.
Yeah, he just pitted at 2:04. If you can copy me, Tony. Do you copy?
Yeah.
Okay. 2:04 was his last pit, so he did not pit under those yellow flags, which is actually kind of concerning. Wonder why he didn't pit. Maybe he was trying to get a lap or two back, but didn't end up getting it.
Yeah, now he's 6 laps down, so it's all kind of academic right now for the 94. Just trying to get out there and finish the race. He's just outside of the top 10. Cook is in the 10th spot, but he's 5 laps down, so it would be hard for Huff Stutler to really catch the 17 right now to get that top 10 position. Cook making his way around Thomas Walter. Walter now actually on the 6 laps down and 14th position. Justin Swingle, the points leader, is running in the top 5 there in that 5th spot. Got a bunch of lap cars around him. Oh, got a little wheel spin there. Dakota Moniz on the outside. There's Kyle Rochelle in that red 21 machine. I think Kyle, there he is. I think Kyle is the one we've been hearing tapping the wall quite a bit. Let's hop on board with him for a couple of laps here. Looks like Swingle's going to get by. It seems like Kyle can't really run that low line at all. It's almost like he has got to stay as high as he can stay to keep that 21 machine going in the right direction. May not be a 100% comfortable night for Kyle out there tonight.
Yeah, you can just see every car just going on the inside, passing him. He's not even keeping up with pace.
Right, and he's not trying to even, how sometimes you'll see guys take a lower line. I mean, he is straight up running this thing like Darlington or something. I mean, you do have to run the high line quite a bit, but you've seen everybody kind of venture down a little lower at some point. Maybe he was just staying out of the way because he knew that he just doesn't have the pace, but it just doesn't seem like he's able to run the line that a lot of other people are running when they need to run it.
I tell you though, the number 24 car, Durhold, he was really sleeping on us there for a minute, and now he got a decent lead on the top 5. I mean, it's just amazing. He put the 16 car 2 laps down, and he's just running his lines and hitting every single mark.
Yeah, I think he was one of the guys that started at the back, and I tell you, it looks like he gained 19 positions, and so he was definitely one of the guys started at the back, and maybe wondering if it was going to be a crash fest or something, but it really wasn't. I mean, sure, we've been having a few more cautions here and stuff, but and was that, I wonder if that was Kyle Rochelle hitting the wall again, and I keep hearing somebody hit that wall.
Well, you see the 24 car almost got into the 51 car there.
Yeah.
And I called it from the get-go. If I was in this race myself, I would start in the back and make sure that I'm not, truly racing until lap, 300 or even 250.
Here we are on lap 317, and he is, it's so funny because we've been talking about Vincent all night long, and now it's Landon who's, quite frankly, he's got the race well in hand at the moment. I mean, 11-second gap. I mean, that's even more than Vincent Sora ever had, I believe. Didn't he have maybe like 5 or 6 seconds at the most? Stephen Perriott, okay, he's on making a green flag pit stop there. I think he's been running noseless for a while now. Probably didn't have a faster pair left. Fortunately, the car is running well enough to keep him in the race. And another one of your leaders, Aaron Crawley, coming in, green flag pit stop, lap 320. Wow, only 30 laps to go. And he's coming in now. He's pitting from the, I believe he was a lap down. Right now he's not showing, well, I'm sorry, he's 4 laps down. I was looking at the wrong graphic there. No, he had been having a really good night. He's still in the top 10, managing to hold on to that 7th position as he exits. I guess he figures maybe some more of those guys at the front are going to pit before they get to the end of the race. Wow, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. James Trammell making his way back out off of pit road. He had a 14.5 second pit stop. There's your leader, and Vincent Sora is the only car on the lead lap, but yet his name is in blue, so he's got to be close to going a lap down. Landon Durhol just about to put the entire field. He has not come into Durhol's relative just yet, but he is getting there. Take a look at the track map. You can see Durhol crossing the start-finish line.
Oh!
And Vincent Sora was coming out of turn 2 as Durhol was crossing the start-finish line. Kyle Rochelle now on pit road. Green flag pit stop for the 21 machine. Vincent Sora still rolling along in that second position. No danger of getting passed for position by Sinchak. Sinchak's in the lucky dog position, actually.
We got a yellow flag out. Oh my goodness, what just happened?
Oh boy, let's see what happened there. James Trammell, Trammell was involved. Well, let's see. Was it House Stutler perhaps? Looking to see who might have been involved in that.
I believe it was a 14 car. I heard a 14 car get on the radio.
His car is looking pretty good. Is the nose locked in? No, the nose seems like it's okay. Because I'm showing James Trammell crashed on lap 253. That's the. I'm wondering if so I'm not really sure what brought that caution out, but regardless of whatever it is, Vincent Sora. Let's see, where is Landon Durhold? Because he was leading. Okay, he just used his faster pair. So something happened.
Oh my goodness, the leader.
Yeah. The last incident I have for him was lap 263, but that can't be right. And you know what?
Is there any way that we can just rewind it?
We would have to just rewind it because I don't have anything to really key in on for him. Let's just roll it back the old-fashioned way and see if we can find out what happened to the leader. Because all of a sudden, Vincent Sora is once again in the lead, and we're watching this here and just I don't know. Don't see anything happening yet. And these are several laps now. I don't see what could have caused that to happen. He would have we just went back several laps.
Yeah.
And so that's a little bit of a mystery. Okay, it's still showing him as the leader though. And Sora's right there. Sora, he had almost went a lap down, but now he's back there, and they both pitted on lap 331.
Tony, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's here we go. Under caution. Look, somebody just got the wave around. Who was that? Was that Jesse Thornock? Yes, it was. He got the wave around. Landon Durhol, your leader, Vincent Sora, right back up there. Let's see if we can grab Vincent here real quick. Hey, Vincent, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, how are you, Tony?
Pretty good. Hey, looks like you got some competition all of a sudden. And I mean, so you guys, both of y'all have some fresh tires now. You ready to take it to him?
Yeah, I'm ready. He had fresh tires on that last run, so I feel like that's probably why he pulled away. I was on older tires than him, so now we're equal, and hopefully I can go get this thing back.
10-4. This will probably take you guys all the way to the finish now with so few laps remaining, right?
Yeah, it will.
10-4. Well, good luck, man. We'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you, Tony.
Okay, folks, here we go. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here. The pace truck turns in. It's going to be lap 336 on the restart. Here we go. Durhol trying to get away. Sora, he's right there. Trying the best to hold on to that 24 car. Senchak, Foner, and Swinger are the only other cars on the lead lap. The top 5 are on the lead lap. And now it's time to battle. Let's see who can work this Bristol Motor Speedway the best here. And I do think both of these guys, they can really lay down some blistering laps here. And I don't think they're going to have to worry about running their tires off. We're about to make it lap 340 next time they cross the line. So it's pretty much a sprint race down to the checkered flag at this point. Durhol trying to hold him in check.
Yeah, I thought Durhol had a good, hold on this finish, but now this is opening up the opportunity for the 14 and 8 to give him a good look, and 14 car just got loose out of that corner.
Yeah. Vincent Sora trying to hold on to Landon Durhol.
14 car just got into the wall a little bit. Didn't look like it slowed him down too much, though.
Right, and there's pretty much no tomorrow now. Lap 342, about 7 laps to go.
Oh, the 24 car getting too high. The 14 car is going to shoot low.
And
this is really opening up the opportunity for the 14 car.
Right, we have not seen him make too many passes on the inside, though. When these guys get around him, so. If he's in front, man, he's been impossible to catch. But Landon Durhol might be the guy to hold him at bay here long enough. We're lap 344.
I don't think so, Tony. I think the 14 car is going to get underneath the 24 car and start pinching them up a little bit higher. And I would say in the next lap or two, the 14 car is going to be our leader.
And we got maybe about 5 laps to go, and they're going to start hitting some lap traffic here, folks. Boy, this could get real interesting at the end, guys. I'm sure they're going to stay to the high side. Here come the leaders in a hurry. There's Durhol now trying to make his way. They're going to stay on the high side. There's 17, Bird. And there's
14.
14 trying to get by. Who was that? Didn't see who that was. The 58. They make it past those two. And he just about opening the door.
Oh my goodness, we got a race. And it always comes
There
down
will
to
be a
the
caution.
first
Oh, and there's a
couple
caution.
Fuel.
Caution lap 348. And was that Kyle Rochelle? Do you see who that was on?
Yeah, it was involving the 8 and a 57. The 8 and a 57 got into each other.
So that would be Tom Sinchak, and his car is not looking too damaged. Thomas Walter, his car not looking that damaged either.
Well, let's take it back if we can, Tony, and just see what unfolded there.
Yeah, for some reason, my okay, hold on a second here. Let's see if we can see this one here. I don't know if this is it or not. No, that's not it. This is a lot. This is further back in the race. 'Cause it's not showing me. That's not where where it happened there. So,
No.
for some reason, my reports aren't showing who the latest crash was. I may have to do a quick restart here to get caught up.
Well, I mean, we only got, a green-white checkered underneath us here, so, I wouldn't worry about it too much, but that is definitely, that's what happens whenever we're working with these computers. Not all the time are they perfect, just like us.
Yeah, 10-4, and just sometimes it seems like around, this is the week after a new build and stuff, and I don't know. Sometimes I haven't had a lot of problems with that sort of thing in a while now, but sometimes I would always hear folks having problems like after after week 13, and folks get the new upgrades and stuff and have some glitches here and there and stuff, and I've been pretty much glitch free, knock on wood, but I don't know. It's just some weird stuff happening here tonight. But at least we're able to keep this thing rolling to you here on Rice Motorsports TV.
And if you just look at the 8 car, look how speckled his front end and his sides are. They're really racing out there. Debris hitting the cars up, and just putting some black oil and some, I'm sure, tire particles on their car. And that's something else to see.
Absolutely. Definitely now here we are in a green-white checker situation. I mean, who would have thought that? And it seems like race after race after race, it seems like that's what it comes down to. And I know that's what people definitely want to see. You see them racing right to the line. I don't care if it's super speedway or what.
That's what I'm talking about. We race, no matter if it's a 20-lap race or a 354-lap race, it's always the last couple laps that something happens. There's a caution. We might as well just do one lap and just say, well, the heck with it, guys. Let's just race one and go home and drink beer.
There's your top 5, Landon Durhol is your leader, followed by Vince Sora. There's Tom Sinchak. Looks like the start of the race here, folks. Dustin Swingle. And old Max Foner, he is back up to 5th position. Got some lapped cars in front of him. Max is back up in that top 5 again, and he's the last car on the lead lap. Oh, and here we go, folks.
And where we're going.
Green white checker underway.
The 24 did not get a good start. The 14's on the outside. They're
close
right now.
Oh, boy. Sora looks like he's going to get it. He almost got turned. White flag is in the air. Landon Durhol trying to get back up to the 14. Here comes the 8 of Sinchak. Sinchak's not going to want to try to let that 9 by. Battle for and they all slide off the wall, and it's not going to matter because Vincent Sora crossed the line already, and he is your winner tonight here at Bristol.
Wow, what a finish, I tell you.
We got so caught up watching those guys running, and that's exactly what the 14 needed. And I mean, they just got to battling, and he was ahead of them just enough to say, thank you, folks, and I'm out of here.
Wow. And a 14 just, that is just amazing. And Durhold, that is just amazing to see that he gained 18 positions until, you know, the last lap.
10-4. Let's bring these guys up to the winner's circle. I'm gonna get Vincent, put him up in the winner's circle, and Landon Durhold, we gotta find him. I think he's down there. Where is he? Did he ever get into the server, Landon?
It does not look like Landon is in the Discord.
You know, he might join after the fact. 'Cause sometimes the guys come in.
Oh, I see him right here.
Start.
Yep, I got him. Oh,
yeah.
I cannot pull him.
Okay, I get him. Yeah, and I got to get Dustin Swingle. I wonder if he was the guy that wasn't not in here. Let's see. Looking to see if Dustin is in the chat here. He might be joining us momentarily. Let's go ahead and hop on down to the winner's circle here. Hey, in the winner's circle here with Vince and Sora. Boy, congratulations there, Vince.
Thank you, Tony. That was an awesome race.
I tell you, man, and geez, you just did get ahead of those guys at the end before all heck broke loose there, man. I tell you, that was something.
Yeah, it was a really good battle. On that first little run before that green-white checkered, Landon, I think he had me beat. I just couldn't figure out the bottom, couldn't get around me. And I knew that I needed to get a good restart, and if I was 2s outside, I could clear him. And I did that, and I was able to clear him. I just got to thank him for racing me clean there, and it was a really good race. I'm just happy to win.
10-4, man. Anybody want to give a shout-out to?
Everybody in the league, Landon, all the other admins, and you for broadcasting.
10-4, congratulations, man. We'll let you go celebrate.
All right, thank you, Tony.
10-4. Hey, Landon, you got a copy?
Hey, man, 10-4.
Hey, man, I tell you, yeah, that was something, man. That Vincent, he had just had a commanding lead on that race for over half the race, and I believe you kind of started in the back near the at the beginning, and you got up the front there, and man, you really were. I guess you didn't want to see that last caution, did you?
I didn't want to see those last two, but yeah, it worked out good. I mean, it was Vincent's race to lose. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like you know I was contending, because I really wasn't. But up until then, I got lucky on some tire strategy and just happened to come out in the lead, and you know, got the field behind, and then those last couple cautions did me in.
Yeah, 10-4. I mean, how was the car handled? How did you like the race? I mean, we saw a lot of good racing going on.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the setup was really good. You know, it wasn't too loose, wasn't too tight. You know, you could manage your tires if you didn't go, you know, crazy the first few laps, and it paid dividends to save that.
10-4. Congratulations again. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, definitely the team, Chris Lewis, Stephen Perriott. He's new to the team here last couple weeks. Definitely LMC Gear, because they've been on the car. Glad to have them, at least one car this week with their label on it, and gave them a good run. And congratulations to Vincent.
10-4, congratulations, and we'll let you go celebrate. And we don't see Dustin Swingle. He's not in the server, but we'll go ahead and grab fourth place Tom Sinchek. Let's get him up here to the booth here. Hey, Tom, you got a copy. Tony in the winner's circle here.
Hey, it's probably the first time fourth place ever got an interview. What's going on, bud?
Oh, pretty good, man. I tell you, man. And boy, you were battling there with Aaron Crawley quite a bit.
Seems like that happens every single week. He likes to battle with me. I think it's something that he really enjoys.
Yeah, well, you guys are putting on a great show, man. And but I don't know. It seemed like every time on those restarts, boy, Vincent, he was just. I know you were trying to catch him, and he was just a demon on those restarts, huh?
Everybody was racing for second place the whole race. I felt like I had a good shot before I got into the back of 28, because he came down, came back up, and I hit my radiator. My radiator was like almost 250 after a couple laps after that. So I had to take it slow, and then they kind of gapped me right there. But a couple cautions came out and helped out. But Yeah.
10-4,
You know.
man. Well, congratulations anyway. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Shout out to Vincent, class of the field, like always. He's always great. All my family members, Tipsy, my Uncle Mike, everybody watching, and Horton. And that paint job was from my cousin Jesse, because there's nothing more American than Pabst Blue Ribbon, right?
And there you go. Absolutely. All right, man. Well, congratulations once again, man. And we'll let you go celebrate.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, folks. Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight. And well, I tell you, it's been an awesome race. And as always, we're glad that you can join us here at Rice Motorsports TV. And glad you were able to join us for the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll know each time that we go live. And for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.